the Heat will take on a Memphis team that won 51 games a season ago, and we do hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us here on Valley Sports. Well, Heat take the floor. Logan, Heat Nation from the Heat's house in downtown Miami. Always good to be back with you, Heat Nation. Eric Reed with the point guard, John Crotty. And John, the Heat right in the middle of their preseason. And right now, a long list of players that will not be available to play tonight. Important players like Jimmy Butler and Caleb Martin yet to play in the preseason. Jimmy dealing with dental surgery. Caleb left knee tendonitis he's had through training camp. Meanwhile, also missing tonight, Josh Richardson, the top rookie out of UCLA, Jaime Jaquez Jr. Jovic still out with a bruised knee, and a couple of guys on two-way deals, Drew Smith and R.J. Hampton, both also out. Meanwhile, the Heat are 1-1 in the preseason, and Kyle Lowry will be back in the starting lineup tonight for Miami. Lowry and Hero, the starting backcourt, they'll play together. Now, Kyle had an excellent training camp, sort of nondescript in his 15 minutes against Charlotte in the preseason opener Tuesday, and did not play in Friday's game in San Antonio. But the future Hall of Famer is getting himself ready for his 18th season. As for Hero, 2 straight years of over 20 points per game, and even bigger things expected out of Tyler this season. And with more on that Hero, let's go down to our heroine, Kelly Sacco.
Hey, Eric. Well, like you said, Tyler Hero, he's ready for this season. He's looking forward to it. He didn't let all that noise from this summer interrupt his focus. Earlier today, I had the chance to talk to him about his off-season training schedule. And that schedule, it started early, 4:30 in the morning to be exact. Right after he'd wake up, he'd hit the gym at 5 prior to his first court workout of the day. He'd break it up with some breakfast and some family time before hitting the hardwood again. It all ended the morning with a little lunch, followed by some treatment and mobility. Tyler told me it's a similar training schedule to the past. The biggest difference is starting early. The reason, of course, being he is a dad now, wants to spend as much time with his family as he can prior to this season starting. As for the benefits, he thinks starting early is really going to help for his mental toughness. Not a lot of people getting up at that time during their off season. I'll tell you what, Eric, I personally don't have that mental toughness. I will not get up before the sun. I don't know about you.
Kelly, the key to getting up that early, a proper bedtime. That's very important to Tyler Hero and yours truly, by the way. That's for the Heat 1-1 here in the preseason. The 4-point win against Charlotte, the 16-point loss on Friday night against the Spurs. And in San Antonio, John, a couple of young Heat veterans really took a step forward.
Yeah, there were some positives that you can take out of that game, and Jamal Cain was one of them, showing his scoring prowess, his ability to attack, but also his outside shooting 6 of 8 from 3, and that really opens up his athleticism, his ability to go to the rim as well. Got on the glass, had 10 boards, did a good job both blocking out and using that raw athleticism to come up with extra opportunities for Miami on 50-50 balls. Those offensive rebounds always appreciated and needed throughout the course of the season. And Orlando Robinson stepping in the front court had an opportunity to play against the #1 pick in the draft, Victor Wembanyama, and did well. He held his own, 12 points, 6 of 9 shooting there, was very efficient, 4 rebounds. Going to need that throughout the course of the season from Orlando.
Let's get the home viewer ready for tonight's opponent, the Memphis Grizzlies. 2 straight years, the #2 seed in the West playoffs behind Denver and Phoenix. They were the only team in the West with 50-plus wins in each of the last 2 seasons. Unfortunately for them, playoff success has not followed, but this was a team last year ranked #1 in field goal percentage defense, led by the guy who was considered the league's best defender.
Jaren Jackson Jr. at 6'10", anchors that defense. Great shot blocker, 3 a game. Picked up and had career highs in points, rebounds, and blocks last season. 18.6 points, almost 7 boards a game. Good enough to be an all-star, along with being a 35% three-point shooter. One of the new wave of bigs who can score both outside from 3, but also inside with a variety of hooks.
That guy was the starting center for the U.S. team in the FIBA World Cup this summer. Meanwhile, the Heat and Grizzlies each taking their next step towards the regular season. We will enjoy Sunday night basketball.
Heat fans looking forward to some more big moments from Jimmy Butler this year. Unfortunately, he is out again tonight as we take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's matchup against the Grizzlies. Several Heat players out, 7 in total. Spo said everyone listed day to day. They'll know more on everyone's status in the coming days. The time now for our Valley Sports Spotlight. We are talking more about Jimmy Butler, who was also the spotlight for not 1, but 2 magazines. There you see him on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Jimmy was named NBA's most interesting man. That comes to no shock to Heat fans who knows his personality oh too well. He was invited to SI into the Big Face coffee truck where he shared his passion for coffee and where that all began. He was also on the cover of Lifestyle magazine. In the feature, Jimmy, of course, spoke about basketball, the privilege he feels to play at the highest level, and advice he has for young kids, but he also spoke about his many passions off the court, including the importance of a healthy work and life balance, as well as what being a father has taught him. So make sure to check it out if you haven't already. We're getting set for Game 3 of this preseason schedule. Time now to send it out to Eric and John for some Miami Heat basketball.
Thank you so much, Kelly, and good evening to Heat Nation. Thanks for joining us. So, NBA Sunday night preseason special between a Heat team that's getting a little closer to what it will look like opening night 10 nights from tonight against Detroit. And John, even though you got some key players, including Butler missing, Spo gets to look at a few starters. Tyler Hero, Kyle Lowry, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, pretty good setup here, and Haywood Highsmith filling in for Jimmy right now with the starting lineup. And he's a guy who can play inside and out, physical, can shoot the 3 as well.
Our officials are Carl Lane, Ray Acosta, and Jonathan Sterling. First score of the game to the highest paid player in Grizzlies history. That's Desmond Bane. Signed a 5-year, $207 million deal in the offseason. A deal that actually kicks in next year, but they feel very good about his skill and his approach.
Yeah, his approach, I think, off the court, too, when you look at what's happening with John Morant. You need somebody who's going to show up and play every day and get it done, and that's what Bane has done since he's been here.
That's Santi Aldama getting the start tonight, the 6'11 forward out of Loyola. Bane's entry skips past Kevin Love, but he was held down in the low post and fouled. Kevin Love picking up the foul on Aldama for Lowry and Love, the 2 elder statesmen of that starting group, each making their second start of the preseason. Both have come here at home.
I like when Miami pushes tempo like that. Get it down the floor sooner. Gives you more time to work the ball in the offensive end. This isn't a team that's going to win the fast break game, but if they can push tempo enough to get it down the floor where they have an extra 4 or 5 seconds to move the ball in the offense, that really matters as you get into that shot clock.
John, Coach Spo was talking about wanting his team to play a little faster, but not comfortable with the early turnovers through the first 3 preseason games. Some of that's symptomatic of preseason basketball, some of it not. Bane, another 3 try. That one skips off to Lowry, who hits ahead for Hero. That's pretty.
Gorgeous feed there. Great awareness. It's Kyle Lowry. Doesn't take a dribble. It's a 2-hand pass, just kicking it ahead, finding Tyler Hero ahead of the field. Heat right now up 4-3 on the pitch ahead.
Florida. Visit VWFlorida.com. And by Vico Painting Contractors, a commercial painting company that delivers top quality work and excellent customer satisfaction. And welcome back inside the Kaseya Center. Derrick Rose in his first year with the Grizzlies, his 15th season in the league. 2 new point guards to spell Ja Morant early in the season. Marcus Smart, the former Celtic, and Derrick Rose, a longtime Bull. Meanwhile, Jaren Jackson, a guy who has vowed to become a better rebounder. He's already a top shelf defender and one of the league's premier bigs. That's Jaren Jackson Jr. entering his 6th NBA season.
I'm glad you brought that up because I've been critical of him in the past of not rebounding the ball as well. Averages less than 7 boards a game. Is an all-star, was the defensive player of the year. He's a fantastic young player, but he really does not rebound the ball for a guy his size who's so athletic. Being able to move around and take advantage of that mobility. Going to try to get on those offensive boards a little bit more this season. And when you play out beyond the arc as a 3-point shooter, though, as a big, you're obviously limiting your opportunities to be able to pull some of those extra possessions down.
Jackson averaged 8 points, only 3 rebounds a game as the starting center for the FIBA World Cup team that finished a disappointing fourth in competition this summer.
Yeah.
Second score for Bam, the Heat with a 1-point lead, and Rose with a quick trip to the free throw line after that burst to the rim and foul on Kyle Lowry.
So I think you touched on it during FIBA. To me, it really stood out, too, how small U.S. was in the front court. Jaren Jackson, part of that group. They'll look to supplement that, I'm sure, with some bigger guys going forward in FIBA.
Team USA finished fourth. Eric Spoelstra, part of that staff that was headed by Steve Kerr. Gang, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month when you buy from the Court Culture Breast Cancer Awareness Collection at any of our Miami Heat store locations or at MiamiHeatStore.com. Profits benefit Miami Cancer Institute at Baptist Health South Florida. Please make sure to show your support. Get your gear now. So Derrick Rose, John, spent last year with the Knicks, last of his 3 seasons there. The Grizzlies are his 7th different team, but he brings that veteran experience and point guard wealth and could only be a positive influence on young Ja Morant.
No, he's done a nice job over the course of his career after being the youngest MVP in the history of the league at 22 back in 2011. He's really settled into being more of an elder statesman, playing roles as a backup point guard and doing a job with some of the younger players.
David Roddy, the big man out of Colorado, got in Bam's way and fouled him. Now Bam Adebayo coming off his 20-point-per-game season, a career best for Bam. John, what do you look for in the next step for Bam as he really enters the prime of his career?
Yeah, I think continued growth mode on the offensive end in particular, being able to make those jump shots, picking and popping maybe a little bit more to create that opportunity outside. He's so good going to the basket as a diver, but to continue to be more of a perimeter scoring threat, I think will really help his game. And then to be able to draw fouls too. He gets to the free throw line.
Oh, yeah, that last foul was on Jaren Jackson, not Roddy. Here's Bam, one step on the jumper. And there's Roddy on the glass. Jaren Jackson can do that. Jaren Jackson hit 100 triples last year on 36% shooting en route to his first ever All-Star appearance.
Yeah, great positioning there to trail, come down and walk right into that three-point shot. Heat defense has to be more alert when he's trailing.
Good matchup there with Jackson defending Bam, 2 guys that pride themselves on their defensive work. Nice pitch by Rose to Bam. Out it comes. This is Roddy. Love able to knock it free. Shot clock at 7. Here's Rose, open 3. And Haywood Highsmith tracks it down. Tyler Hero bumped and fouled by Rose. Basket counts.
Gorgeous finish and power there. 2 years ago, Tyler Hero would not have made this shot. Boom, with the contact, stays on balance. Great focus with the right-hand runner. Right here's the contact, but able to really stay on balance, which is hard to do after that kind of physicality. And Tyler able to convert the three-point play there. Beautiful touch on the runner. It was the league leader from the free throw line a year ago at 93+%.
Which set a single season franchise record here in Miami. He's made 37 straight free throws in the regular season. Jackson lays it in. Jaren Jackson. Quick 7 points for him, and Grizzlies are up 3, and Love gets fouled by Aldama, and that'll be Santi's second foul of this first quarter, and the 4th foul on Memphis here in this first quarter, not yet even 4 minutes old.
Beautiful ball fake, draws Aldama off balance, straight up and down there into Kevin Love. The only thing that would have been better if Kevin could have taken that shot and maybe got himself to the free throw line there for 3 attempts. Love
entering his 16th NBA season. Bam for 3. Ricochets into the corner. Bam saved it into Jaren Jackson. He'd have not shot the ball well in the preseason, especially from 3. Roddy missing from downtown, and Love always looking for the outlet off the rebound. Hero against Bam. Oh, Bam got good position down there. He unable to get it there. Using glass, but no success. Memphis' Bain averaged over 21 points a game last season, the fourth-year pro at TCU. Aldama with an air ball, but Love fouled the three-point shooter. First foul on Kevin, third team foul of the quarter on my end.
Aldama does a nice job moving without the basketball. He's a 7-footer coming down off the screen. Love a little bit late on that closeout on the contest, making contact with the forearm.
Santi Aldama entering his third season, averaged 9 points, about 5 rebounds a game for Memphis a year ago. A year where they went 51-31. John, they had the best home record in the NBA at 35-6. That included a 13-2 mark at home against teams from the East. Only Boston and Toronto able to win last season in Memphis.
Yeah, they have been one of the best teams in the regular season, just taking care of business at home and playing well. It's just they have not been able to translate it into the playoffs, and that's the next step and focus for that man right there, Coach Taylor Jenkins, trying to figure out a way to get his team out of the first, second round and be more of a threat in that Western Conference.
Last season eliminated by the Lakers in a first-round upset in 6 games. They lost all 3 in L.A., including a 40-point loss in Game 6. 2 years ago, they got to the second round, were eliminated by the Warriors. Hero missing a runner. And that's a good bit of rebounding work turned in by Jaren Jackson, who's off to a nice start. Oh, ball thrown out of bounds by David Roddy. The Grizzlies are going to start the season without their point guard, Ja Morant, and they haven't been. Oh, Hero with a quick score. 7 points for Tyler.
Well, I love the vision, too, by Kyle Lowry. No dribble again, two-hand pass over half the court to hit him on the move and create that advantage.
Lowry has 4 assists on the Heat's first 5 scores. Roddy open through. Nope. Tyler Hero. Here he comes. Oh, blocked from behind by Jaren Jackson, who happened to lead the league a year ago with 3 of those again.
Just his ability to make a play, even trailing, stretches out. Tyler's got him sealed, but able to use that length to make a play and knock it off the backboard. Heat have this dimension with Kyle Lowry. Great awareness, two-hand chest pass to find Tyler on the move in rhythm for that pull-up.
Good to see the Heat starting backcourt working in sync midway through the preseason. 7 on the shot clock. Tyler using the Bam screen, and Bain stole it. Bain driving with Highsmith, who fouled him. Well, the Heat having a little block problem here in the last 2 preseason games. The Spurs Friday night blocked 9 Miami shots. They've already had 2 shots blocked here in the first quarter.
This is interesting here because on the swipe, Bain looked like he was going for the seal there, and Haywood Highsmith, there was some concern about whether that was a take foul, but officials are saying it was a reach in, it's side out, so that really helps the Heat set their defense, not giving up any free throws.
Memphis 2-1 in the preseason so far. Lost their last one in Atlanta. Bain 3 from the wing. And the putback by David Roddy, the burly 6'5", 250-pounder. Grizzlies ahead by 5. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Bam squares up. Delivers. 3rd score for Bam. Derrick Rose out of the lineup for Memphis. Luke Kennard has checked in. Kennard, the 7-year vet out of Duke. Jackson out of the double team, lost it. Good D by Bam and Kevin Love. Highsmith. Adebayo. Oh, perfect feed and a right-handed crusher for Bam Adebayo.
Great work by the Heat with Jaren Jackson trailing there. That allowed the Heat to get a 2-on-1 and that lob over the top. Highsmith able to find Bam with a perfect lead.
8-point first quarter for Bam Adebayo. This is Kennard, Hero on his hip. And Kennard, the left-hander, drills him.
He was the league's best three-point shooter percentage-wise a year ago. Luke Kennard coming over from the Clippers and finished the season with the Memphis Grizzlies. And he gives you great three-point shooting coming off the bench where you really got to stretch the floor with your defense. This alley-oop was something special. He'd able to get the outlet pass again. Jaren Jackson Jr. trailing the field. This allows Bam to get behind Aldama and right over the top. But this is the block that helped get it going, and that allowed the Heat to get numbers 5-on-4 and create that lob over the top.
Hero makes the technical free throw. 8 points for Tyler here in the first quarter. He'll come out for Duncan Robinson. Jaren Jackson sits down for Memphis. In comes number 2, Xavier Tillman, the forward out of Michigan State. John, you were talking about Luke Kennard, 2 seasons in a row leading the NBA in three-point percentage. That is a guy that would be valuable for anyone in this league that's driven by the three-point shot right now. Nice setup. Bam from Highsmith. Well, Highsmith showing off his improved playmaking, and Bam Adebayo, 10 first quarter points. Aldama missing that 3, and here comes Miami. Lowry at the throttle. In Love. Oh, 2. A quick way for Kevin Love. Miami really sharing the basketball. 7 assists, first 9 scores. Aldama banks it in. Santi Aldama taking advantage of the mismatch. Game even at 20. Bam bouncing it off. Bain double team. Highsmith and Love get the job done. Lowry working pick and roll with Bam, and it's picked off by Tillman and then poked away, and last touch by Memphis.
He's doing a good job of passing the basketball. Nice spacing, quick give and go action coming from out of bounds, and Highsmith sets up Bam on the dive cut. Great work by Miami. When you're looking at what they're doing now, 50% shooting, 8 assists, and Kevin Love able to convert on yet another assist from Kyle Lowry.
Decorated career as a winner in this league.
He's got a lot of winning knowledge and experience. Definitely try to pick his brain and soak up as much knowledge and the experience we can just from him.
I mean, it's year 16 for him, and there's a lot of things I can learn from him.
He's played so many different roles. He's been a guy, been a number 2, been a number 3, so he has that kind of versatility.
K-Love came in with like tremendous energy, and like I see him as a big brother as well.
He's still active. He's still hooping with us, so the veteran, he still got some tricks up his sleeve, and you know, we can still learn from him.
Kevin Love, who spent the last 21 games last season with Miami, not only helps fill that large leadership void left by Udonis Haslem, but he also happens to be a guy penciled in as the Heat starting power forward this year.
Yeah, again, his threat doing that right there, shooting three-point shots, is a good compliment with Bam, who does most of his work on the interior.
Xavier Tillman working against Duncan Robinson with 4 minutes left, first quarter. Game tied at 20. Kennard missing from 3. Now, so far it's been the Bam and Tyler show. That duo has combined for 18 of Miami's first 20 points. Duncan. He's called for travel. Miami's second turnover this first period. Bam 10 points, Tyler Hero with 8. Jaren Jackson Jr. leads the Grizzlies with 7. Highsmith, valued defender for Miami. That's where he's going to earn minutes. Right now he was defending Bain. He switches to Kennard. Nice ball movement for the Aldama 3. 7 points for Santi Aldama, recipient of good Memphis ball movement. And a much improved Memphis offense over the 4 years of the stewardship of head coach Taylor Jenkins. Highsmith sights for 3. Kaboom.
Nice work there. The penetration by Kevin Love forces the defense to react, and Highsmith doesn't just stay. He slides, get into the vision there of the passer, to be able to catch and finish.
Well, how about that form there, John, from the 6'5" former TCU star Desmond Bain. He is pure on 2 threes tonight.
He can really fill it up quick too. Great attacker from out beyond the arc, but can put it down. That's what makes him so tough to guard.
No basket, a traveling violation against Miami. Jamal Cain, Tyler Hero, and Thomas Bryant all checking in for the Heat, sitting down Bam, Love, and Lowry. Jamal Cain coming off a very positive performance for him in San Antonio on Friday night. Had 24 points, 10 rebounds, and made 6 of his 8 threes. Spo loved his defense both on and off the ball besides his offense.
Yeah, that offense is a game changer, though. If he can shoot the ball that well, that effectively, and that's the big front court there. Tillman able to move on the baseline. Thomas Bryant having to help off, recovering late.
Memphis team that averaged 58 points a game in the paint last year was a franchise record for them. Hero. Now Highsmith, straightaway 3. Oh, Cain! Able to secure the offensive board and cash in. Jamal Cain can do that. He had 6 offensive rebounds against the Spurs Friday night. A very active, athletic player.
Yeah, does a good job slipping in. If they don't put a body on him, finds the open lane to be able to crash the boards. Great finisher, too. 6 offensive boards, to your point, 10 overall for him in the last game.
That was Zaire Williams for the Grizzlies, third-year forward out of Stanford. Bryant missing from distance. Tillman brings it down for Memphis. But Derrick Rose keeping the seat warm for former Celtic Marcus Smart, who is expected to play in their final preseason game Friday against Milwaukee. Smart out with an abdominal injury. He can provide great leadership and toughness for a Memphis team that already has plenty of the ladder. Williams short. Bryant on the glass. Just over a minute left, first quarter. Hero. Double team. Duncan chased off the three-point line. Highsmith had it blocked by Xavier Tillman. That's the 3rd Memphis block here in the first quarter of this game.
Yeah, between Jaren Jackson Jr. and Tillman's quickness, Tillman able to come all the way from in the key there to make a play at the three-point line. Impressive closing speed by that big man.
7 seconds on the shot clock for Miami. Hero. They didn't need much. Derrick Rose picking up the foul. Number 2 on Derrick. Grizzlies are over the limit with just under a minute left in the first quarter of this 3rd preseason game. Hey, gang, even in the preseason, when the Heat win, you win too with Papa John's Pizza. If the Heat win tonight, tomorrow you get 50% off your entire regular menu price online order at papajohns.com or on the app with the promo code HEATWIN. Papa John's is your official delivery pizza of the Miami Heat. John, we could get used to Tyler Hero making trips to the free throw line. Would be an added dimension to his already impressive offensive arsenal.
Look, for sure, and I think that should be a big part of his attack mentality this year. To be able to raise his game, to get to an all-star level, to get to scoring even more than 20 points a game, he's got to get to the free throw line more. And that's about faking, changing your speed and direction to draw that defense off balance. 2
on the shot clock for Kennard and Memphis. Air ball and some very good defense. With started on the ball with Jamal Cain pressuring Derrick Rose.
Yeah, Jamal Cain does a good job of this. Coach Spo actually pointed it out. Loves the idea of this wing-type player being able to get out and guard guards because he's turning the back of Rose, forcing him into doing something he doesn't want to do.
Heat trailing by 4, 18 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Hero yo-yoing against Zaire Williams. Duncan from downtown. And Tillman holding off Highsmith with a rebound that will end the first quarter. Got the shot off. Came up short. The Grizzlies have a 4-point lead, but the Heat have a couple of double-digit scores with Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero splitting 20 points right down the middle.
Different NBA areas on the floor that he's going to be effective. That screen and roll game is going to be so good because of that space that he can cover so quickly. You just throw it up there to the rim. Wembanyama's going to stretch out and go get it.
Boy, they got a prize. Greg Popovich, the elder statesman, as one of the league's premier coaches, gets to put his imprint and rise another big man superstar of the future. Second quarter is underway. We get a foul on Zaire Williams.
I like the screening of Thomas Bryant. He's physical out there. He sets good, strong screens. You hate that as a defender. He's done a good job this time getting Duncan Robinson a foul there on that hard screen.
Here comes Bryant down the runway for the score and foul. Took it right through Kenny Lofton Jr.
Good power move here. Had to go get it, put it down on the deck, and sort of a late rotation over. And a foul and one opportunity for Thomas Bryant. He's got the ability to both score inside, likes that mid-range jump shot, can go out beyond the arc as well.
Bryant had 15 points, 8 rebounds in his Heat debut here Tuesday night. Was the recipient of a couple of Wembanyama slams Friday night in San Antonio. Bryant can take it, though. That's a seasoned, tough, professional veteran player. 1 point Memphis lead here at the beginning of the second quarter. Jaren Jackson tried to bully his way past Bryant. Could not. Duncan Robinson, left-hand dribble drive, and a double clutch score for Duncan. That man has added to his game.
Really nice work using the hesitation dribble there. Another good screen by Thomas Bryant creates enough space for Duncan to go to work.
Oh, I love the defense. Kane is playing on Derrick Rose right now. Got some help from Hero. But, John, that kind of athleticism used in the right way defensively by Kane will get him on the roster, might even get him some minutes.
With Gabe Vincent leaving, who I loved what he was able to do on the ball, Jamal Kane provides that same type of pesky guy on the ball with someone who can really move their feet, who's got long arms. Those are the toughest guys to get away from. Quick lateral movement with long arms, pressuring you out on the perimeter.
That was 22-year-old Zaire Williams, young man out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, California. He's got 5 points off their bench. Grizzlies with a 2-point lead. Hero bounces off, and Jaren Jackson, his third rebound of the first half. Roddy. Here's Williams, another good look. A couple of threes in a row for Zaire Williams. Williams with 9 points, 3 of 4 from downtown. And this is going to be a Heat foul. And it was Williams involved on the offensive foul from Duncan Robinson.
Duncan trying to get open here, a little aggressive with his hands, and using the hands pushing away there is what the officials saw as Zaire Williams getting so close to Duncan's body. They're trying to ride him over the top. Duncan's got to use his forearms and his footwork there to create those advantages. Can't just push off to create space.
Kane again took it away from Derrick Rose. Impressive start for Jamal. This is Cole Swider from downtown. Well, the Swider man picking up where he left off in this building Tuesday night against Charlotte when he scored all 17 of his points in the Heat's fourth quarter comeback win. That was only Miami's second triple in 10 first half attempts. Jaren Jackson maneuvering on Bryant. Good footwork, no finish. And Robinson to the loose ball. Tyler Hero to the paint. Nice passing. Kane will take that three. Ooh. Side of the backboard got in the way. Kane did go 6 of 8 from 3 Friday night in San Antonio. Williams, top side, Jaren Jackson. And it lands right in the lap of Duncan Robinson. Shot clock is down to 6. Tyler, able to skate through. He can just make it happen. End of a possession.
They get right around Lofton, and then Thomas Bryant had pinned Derrick Rose underneath the rim, so he couldn't rotate over and contest the shot.
12 points for Tyler. He scored 22 in this building against Charlotte on Tuesday. Did not play in the game Friday. Roddy got it. David Roddy with his first triple tonight. He had 65 of them a year ago. Roddy averaged almost 7 points per game last year as a rookie. Grizzlies ahead by 3. They've already tripled 8 times. Bryant will try one. Cole Swider, good-looking board for a Hero 3. Kaboom. Tyler Hero with a 15-point first half. Got that 3 off the offensive board by Cole Swider.
Program during Heat halftime presented by your South Florida Chevy dealers, and great job as always by our Heat TV crew telling the story. Keep it right here at Valley Sports Sun. You do not want to miss it.
Thank you, Kelly. Great job with the Marlins this summer. You guys made it to the playoffs, and you and your broadcast crew did a great job on Valley Sports Florida covering the Marlins.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. Great to be back here with you.
It's nice to have you back with us, Kelly. Eric Reed with John Crotty, a 2-point Memphis lead. 7.5 left in the second quarter. First half dominated by Tyler Hero's offense. That might be a common theme this year, John. He's got 18 first half points.
Yeah, looks so comfortable out there. I love when he catches and shoots out beyond the arc. When he's making that, the defense has to extend. He's got Desmond Bain, one of their stars, guarding him too, so that'll use a lot of his energy trying to stay with Hero.
Swider misses the 3. Here comes Luke Kennard. Miami with a 43-42 lead. Desmond Bain airballing it. Good defense again by Kane. Ball knocked out by Bain. Yeah, Desmond Bain got the richest contract in Memphis Grizzlies franchise history. I'd like to be that guy. 5 years, $207 million.
Unbelievable.
His coach said he's the right guy to get it because he does everything the right way. Great talent and a work ethic to match. Bryant tried to jam it and did draw the foul. There's a benefit to going to the rack that hard.
Oh, that's such a good hard cut. Hero finds him on the move with the bounce pass here. The defense staying out, trying to guard and help on Hero. That allows Thomas Bryant to catch on the move. Aldama rotating over from the weak side, but a bit late there. And he's going to pick up the personal foul, his 3rd.
Yeah, 3rd on Aldama, 3rd team foul on Memphis. Miami doesn't have a foul in this quarter. Let's pause for a quick message from FPL.
Learn how FPL is investing in Florida's future at fpl.com/value.
Now, Miami has made their first 7 free throws to start this game, and the Heat have a 3-point lead nearly halfway through the second quarter. 3rd game of a 5-game preseason for the Heat. They'll play Brooklyn in this building Wednesday and then close out the preseason Friday night in Houston. You can enjoy both games right here. Bain bottled up by Kane. This time he drew a foul on Jamal Kane, but I like it, John. Young athletic player Kane, and what are your eyes drawn to? His work on the defensive end.
No, and this is a tough guy to guard because Bain forces you to come all the way outside of the hash mark because of his 3-point shooting range. Really did a good job moving his feet, just a little too aggressive there on some of that contact as Bain was sweeping those arms through.
Well, maybe many of you enjoyed the Dolphins' victory today. They gave Carolina a 14-0 lead, came back to win it 42-21, 2 of 3 touchdown passes. Tyreek Hill, 163 yards and a score. What an offense that Miami Dolphin group has.
Impressive. Love the way they're slinging it around.
They are 5-1. Will play in Philadelphia next Sunday night. Meanwhile, Bain makes it a 1-point game. Hero. Oh, he got stripped. Ball goes off his body out of bounds. Kyle Lowry going to come back in for Miami. Johnny, he didn't score in the first quarter. Matter of fact, Lowry did not even take a shot in the first quarter, but how about the table setting of 6 assists?
Yeah, impressive. His ability to really get the team moving and get easier baskets was on display. Those long passes, hitting guys on the move. If you're a wing player, you want to run the floor when you got a guy like Kyle Lowry out there because his willingness to make those passes and hit you where you can make something happen.
Oh, great D by Bam. On the ball, weak side defense by Kyle Lowry. They're 2 clubs that take a lot of pride in their defensive work, and we've seen a bunch of it here in the first 2 quarters. These teams will meet twice during the regular season, including the November 8th matchup in Memphis, a game that Ja Morant will not be a part of. He's got to sit out the first 25 games of the season. Bane got fouled by Lowry shooting a three. Second on Kyle. Speaking of point guard, Ja Morant, who's the franchise player for Memphis until a bad season off the court, suspended for the 8 games in March. Then a second incident costing him the first 25 games of this season. Remember, Morant, a 2-time All-Star, averaged 26 points and 8 assists a game last year. He's one of the bright young stars in the league. But John, Memphis going to have to play the first 25 games without him, and they'll have Marcus Smart to start the season. Looking down the road, how do you see a Smart Morant partnership in that backcourt?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting mix between those two guys. I like the move, though, early. The trade, I think, really was thoughtful to keep this season relevant, because 25 games, you can really fall behind the 8 ball here. This was a team that finished second a year ago in the West. They have aspirations of moving up through the playoff ranks. To do that, they have to position themselves. So I think having Marcus Smart early will really help. But I'll tell you, it'll be interesting to see how he plays with Ja Morant, because he likes to handle the ball a bunch too. Morant really ball dominant.
First shot of the game for Kyle Lowry. He's just maestroing his way through this first half. Heat with a 1-point lead. It was in June that the Grizzlies acquired Marcus Smart from Boston in a 3-team deal. That's the same deal that sent Porzingis from Washington to Boston and Tyus Jones from Memphis to Washington. That was a nice looking score there by Bane, who now has 12 points for the Grizzlies. Memphis with a 1-point lead. It's over 5 minutes left, second quarter. Bam, the jump hook. Kane with a quick putback. Oh, Kane is able on both ends of the court.
Boy, just so quick on his closure to get on top of the rim for the finish. No one blocking him out again, and he makes the Grizzlies pay.
Bane gets a step on Kane. Pump fake, duck in, and Kane there with a rebound. Now, Jamal Kane making a nice statement about where his game's at over these last 2 preseason games. Oh, pretty pass. Lowry saw him, looked away, and then sent it into the big man. 7th assist for Kyle, 12th point for Ben.
That was our wonderful broadcast manager, Jose Cisneros, sharing his journey as part of our Mi Gente campaign. As we wrap up Hispanic Heritage Month, we'll be airing his story in its entirety during Heat Halftime, presented by your South Florida Chevy dealers right here, Bally Sports Sun. Eric, John, back to you.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Had a chance to preview that this afternoon. Worth your halftime viewing, folks. We advise you to enjoy that halftime piece on Jose. Kevin Love made the catch, but we got a Grizzlies foul before. It's on Jaren Jackson. Second foul on Jaren Jackson Jr., the son of Jaren Jackson, the former Georgetown Hoya, who happened to spend 13 years in the NBA, including a championship with a 1999 San Antonio Spurs. Game or the physique, nothing like his dad. His dad was a 6'4" power guard. 3-point Heat lead with under 4 minutes left in the half. That's Bane with a great first step. 14-point half for Desmond Bane.
He's really impressive. Plays so physically, too. You think you got him hemmed off, able to get to the basket by leaning on you with that right-hand runner.
Desmond Bane, one of those nice all-around players, 25-year-old out of Richmond, Indiana. Averaged almost 22 points per game with 166 triples a year ago. Shot at 41% from downtown. That's a very good young player. Aldama bulldozing through Kevin Love. Santi Aldama with 9 first half points. Aldama originally from Spain. Grizzlies take the lead back. And there's Bam from his favorite spot, the dotted line. Tyler Hero has 18 points to lead Miami. Bam has a dozen. Zaire Williams. That's Bam from the corner. Well, that's a great assist by Williams. Knew where his open teammate was.
Payne getting it going. 17 points now, 3 of 5 beyond the arc. Great driving kick action there to set him up.
9 threes for the Grizzlies. Kevin Love missed that one. Love 0 for 3 from downtown tonight. Jaren Jackson right at Bam, who commits the foul. First foul tonight on Adebayo.
He's similar to Bam in that he has that ability to attack off the dribble. Grizzlies really looking for him to isolate. Went one-on-one there from the right side with Bam on him. Not easy to get around Bam, but he's one of the few guys with size who can cross him over and lean on him a bit to draw some of that contact.
Well, Crazy Andy already in midseason form with another item of the game, offering a gift from your favorite team, the U, Heat Nation. Until tomorrow, when you spend over $75 at MiamiHeatStore.com or any of our Miami Heat Store locations, you will receive that great Miami mashup cap. Good looking hat. Take advantage of the offer while you can. 9 points, 4 boards for Jaren Jackson out of Michigan State. Defensive Player of the Year last season and a first-time NBA All-Star. 9 straight Memphis points. They lead by 6. Good catch by Bam. And the foul underneath on Xavier Tillman.
Good hard dive cut, but the footwork again to spin to the middle there by Bam is what allows him to draw the contact. Had to go up. Look at the spin move back to the middle to get to that left hand. He's got great touch, works on that shot all the time. But when you let a big man that mobile catch it that deep close to the basket, good things are going to happen for your ball club there. The foul puts Bam on the line for 2.
You know, Miami wound up losing in the NBA Finals last year to the Denver Nuggets, but do not diminish or forget the series that Bam Adebayo had against the Nuggets. 22 points, 12 rebounds per game, including that 22-point, 17-rebound effort in Game 3 of the Finals.
And that's, you know, that's going against, to me, the best center in the league. And Jokic, he really pulls you away from the basket. He'll take you down low and post you up. He keeps you guessing with his ability to facilitate offense as well. Does a lot of good things, and Bam went toe-to-toe with him in multiple games there.
Jaren Jackson rejected by Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo now the high-volume shot blocker. That's on-the-ball shot blocker. A lot of shot blocks come when you're the defender off the ball coming over to help.
Yeah, he took the contact and then straight back up again to make that play.
Little man with a big job on the glass. The outlet, though, picked off by Tillman and taken by Bane. Oh, what a move by Bane, but a block by Bam. His second block in a row gets Miami the ball back and ignites this preseason crowd here in Miami. Oh, love the defense by Bam. 2 possessions in a row.
It looked like Bane might have broke through, but there's the eraser. Big Bam coming across with the left hand to make the block, take away a layup opportunity there for Desmond Bane.
Jaren Jackson whistled for his 3rd foul here in the first half. We're going to get free throws for Kevin Love, who got up a little bit slowly. You know, Love played 62 games last year, first 41 with the Cavaliers, who waived him on February 18th. 2 days later, he signed with the Heat, finished up 21 games of the regular season with Miami, then played in 20 playoff games for Miami and started 18 of them. And John recommitted, came back in great shape, said he's feeling well, and he's ready not only to supply leadership, he's looking for a very good season. This was, once upon a time ago, a great player.
Yeah, and an excellent three-point shooter. And again, what works is being able to start him with Bam. Bam on the inside, Kevin Moore outside beyond the arc as a three-point threat who can also make plays with his passing out there.
Miami's made all 11 of their foul shots. Oh, Zaire Williams got past Hero with a dribble, then finishes and a chance at a three-point play. That's a talented young man right there.
He's given them a huge lift from a bench perspective. Zaire Williams has come in. He's made three-point shots, gone 3 of 4 this time. Able to get himself the layups as the Heat really running hard to him, trying to close out, take away his open looks out beyond the arc. He has been really hot for them coming off that bench.
They started 2 preseason games for them So far, he's played in 99 regular season games through his first 2 years. Former first-round pick out of Stanford, the 10th pick in the 2021 draft. It's a good young player. Grizzlies with a 5-point lead, and the deflected hero pass winds up in the hands of Desmond Bain. Here's Rose. Good D, but Zaire Williams skying and slamming. What an impactful first half of that young Stanford Cardinal. 14 points off the bench. 12 of them here in the second quarter. 7-point Memphis lead with 1:10 left in the half. Kyle to the paint. And Tillman outlets quickly to Derrick Rose. Now 35 years old, still a burst of speed for Rose. Rookie of the year in 2009. In 2011, MVP and first team All-NBA. Oh, a triple for Hero. Tyler Hero with his third tray of this quarter, a 21-point first half for Tyler. Unfortunately for the Heat, a 64-point first half for the Grizzlies. Bain to the paint and then out. Williams. Yes, another three for Zaire Williams. A 17-point game for him on 6 of 7 shooting. He's made 4 of his 5 from 3. A 9-point lead for Memphis. And this is an offensive foul on Tyler Hero with 21 seconds left in the half.
Technical foul as well. Tyler picking up the technical.
Hero gets the check as well. Not a good segment for Tyler. So Bain will shoot the tech. Desmond Bain, by the way, in the playoff series against the Lakers last year, averaged 23.5 points per game. Had 36 points in game 4 of that series and went for 33 and 10 in game 5. So he did what he could, but the Lakers were able to knock the Grizzlies out in a 6-game first-round series. And after you win 51 games, that is a hurtful and early exit. 10-point Memphis lead with 10 seconds left in the half. Derrick Rose. 3 seconds left. Rose with 1 second will not get it off. And the first half comes to a close in Miami. An 18-point half for Bain and a 17-point first half for Zaire Williams for Memphis. 21 points for Miami's Tyler Hero. And on this beautiful Sunday evening, Memphis ahead by 10. High-scoring half for the Grizzlies without their star point guard, Ja Morant. I'm Eric Reed with our point guard, John Crotty. We saw good play in the first half from Bam, 14 points, 4 blocks. From Tyler Hero, another 20-plus point first half for him. But the table setter was Kyle Lowry. Johnny looks ready to start the season. 7 first-half assists.
Really nice job keeping his head up, trying to involve guys where he could hit them on the move. Great half-court type passes where he's just pitching it ahead without even dribbling the basketball, doing a good job drawing the primary defender and hitting cutters. I mean, just wonderful hard cuts. Guys are running with him because they know, keep your eyeball on him, get to the open lane, he will find you in rhythm where you can make something positive happen with those 7 assists.
2 shots taken, but 7 assists, 4 rebounds, good floor leadership by a guy that's probably going to wind up in the Basketball Hall of Fame when his career is done. There's probability for entrance to the Hall of Fame, according to Basketball Reference, 86% for Kyle Lowry. Begins his 2nd full season with the Heat, his 18th year in the NBA. John, we saw snapshots, glimpses of effective defensive play, but it's got to be more consistent. They did give up 68 first-half points.
Yeah, got to do a better job, to me, of contesting shots. I think they've been active at times on the ball. Want to see more of that. That's the primary way you initiate the defense, but got to be more consistent all the way through from the start of the shot clock to the end.
Bam. Missing over the top of Jaren Jackson. They got a pretty good matchup going tonight. Here's Jackson, who had 9 points in the first half for Memphis. That's Derrick Rose. Hero with the board, 21 first half points for Tyler, with 3 of 4 from three-point line. Driving on David Roddy. That's Love, Lowry, Highsmith, Adebayo, and Hero. Oh, Love got hit in the face when he set that screen. It's going to be a foul on Memphis. It's going to be on Derrick Rose, number 3 on Derrick. I remember back in the Eastern Conference Finals 2011, the year he was first team All-NBA and MVP, lost to Miami in the conference finals, although he averaged 23 points a game in that series. That's at the peak of his career, the absolute pinnacle. Hero down the runway, lobbing back for Bam. Made a nice catch and flush. 16 points for Adebayo, 8-point lead for Memphis. Second half just getting started. Desmond Bane against Tyler Hero.
Tough matchup for Tyler. Nice defensive possession for him to back Bane off.
And a good closeout by Love on the Aldama through. Lowry, a 3 in transition. Cabo. Don't forget, Kyle Lowry is a 3-point shooter. Only ranks 13th all time and made threes with over 2,000 career triples. That's a 5-point Memphis lead. Bane again. String music for Desmond Bane, who has 21 points. Bane has now tripled 4 times tonight. Nice pass, Tyler. Love, kaboom. First triple tonight for Kevin Love. The Heat within 5. Rose driving and Highsmith blocked it.
Tyler creating a lot of offense, whether it's the score or make plays like this. Gorgeous drop-off pass, and Bam getting to that spin to finish. And he has drawn so much contact and defensive pressure. It allows him these kick-out passes. Kevin Love getting an open triple. Nice work by Tyler to read the game. 21 points for him, picking up 2 assists in those last couple possessions as the defense is making adjustments to try to slow him down.
Highsmith was called for the foul on that block shot. Rose missing the front end. Now, Memphis had a 127-122 overtime win to open the preseason against Indiana, and then a 108-102 win against the Bucks in their second preseason game. Thursday night, they lost in Atlanta by a point, 103-102, on a night where an undrafted player named G.G. Jackson, a rookie guard, had 24 off the bench. It's a 6-point Memphis lead tonight. A couple minutes into the third quarter. Kyle Lowry taking a look at the defense. Oh, Bam went down. Love and a pack of defenders lost it. 10th Heat turnover. Good defensive transition for Miami to get back. Rose over Love, short on the 3. That's a second good closeout in a row for Kevin Love. Love underneath against Rose. That was an alert pass by Lowry, seeing Love with a mismatch. Jaren Jackson working against Love. The help from Lowry. Roddy. Oh, made the Heat pay. Left him open. He tripled. David Roddy.
It's a nice pass out of a double team by Jaren Jackson Jr. there as the Heat collapsed on him. Roddy spaced properly out beyond the arc.
A little mid-range magic from Bam Adebayo, who now has 18 points on 8 for 16 shooting.
Well, he looks so comfortable in that mid-range game there. Defense plays off him there. Jaren Jackson Jr. plays him drive, comfortably turns and looks. I remember 2-3 seasons ago, that was a much tougher shot for him, and he is so in rhythm and so comfortable here. Defense drops off. Okay, I'm going to take what you give me, and that's easy for Bam. 15-footer there. Bam with 18 points on 8 of 16 shooting.
Practice makes perfect for Bam. He only practices the shots he takes. It's Jaren Jackson with another triple. A talented big man out of Michigan State. A guy who tripled 100 times a year ago. Got a couple of those threes tonight. The Grizzlies back in front by 10. 12-point night for Jackson. Hero on the reverse and the foul. Oh, Tyler Hero with another twister.
Defense overreacting here, and he plays it beautifully on the back cut. Bam, hitting him on the move, up and under here as he sealed the shot blocker. Jaren Jackson Jr. led the association. He knows he's behind him. Tyler, wonderful seal with the body, and then gives the ball a chance, throwing it up high off the glass with a little English.
Fourth foul on Jaren Jackson. Remember, during the regular season, they'll have Steven Adams as their starting center, the 6'11" former Pitt Panther, originally from New Zealand. He's coming back from an injury, but he'll be ready for the regular season. He's already played in the preseason.
Yeah,
so that's a big front court with those two.
That's a very big front court. Adams really good on the screen and roll game, and complemented with the three-point shooting of Jaren Jackson Jr. Outside. They are both big and physical and long. I think that is truly one of Memphis's big advantages when they face teams night in, night out, those two guys.
John, our telecast being televised in Memphis right now, Bally Sports Southeast. Pete Pranica, Brevin Knight, their broadcast team. They do a great job for the fans
They sure do.
of the Memphis Grizzlies. And we're happy to be in their living rooms tonight, enjoying the game with Heat Nation as well as the folks in Memphis, Tennessee, and the Grizzly fan base. They got an 8-point lead with just under 8 minutes left in the third. Aldama from downtown.
Boy, he just keeps getting better and better in his, third year now. Just really comfortable. Played 77 games a season ago, and really looking more comfortable as a guy who can shoot the basketball with that length.
Bam underneath, Aldama on his back, and Bam able to cash in. A 20-point game for Bam. Hero with another assist. Heat with 20 assists on their 27 scores. Good ball movement. Aldama wide open. Grizzlies with 14 triples tonight. Here comes Bam underneath. Look out below. Bam Adebayo with an 8-point quarter and a 22-point game, and a technical foul on Bam for hanging on that rim a bit long.
I love how aggressive he is going to the basket, but the footwork again, stepping through, making out a little bit longer there. But good aggressive finish by Bam. 10 of 18 now for the big guy. He just gets more and more composure to me on the inside. When the defense is around him, he takes time. He'll spin, pivot, step through, uses that footwork to create different angles to get the shot off.
Got 18 field goal attempts already. You like that, John?
I do. I like it because he's taking them in that mid-range and around the basket. Only one three-point attempt here for Bam so far.
Underneath, Roddy trying to get out of a jam with a shot clock down at 6. It's Bane. Lowry crowding Desmond Bane from 3, and he missed it. That's good defense by Kyle. Loose ball pops to Bane. Adebayo and Jaren Jackson, two very versatile bigs. Here's Hero occupying 2 defenders and picked off by Aldama. Nice behind the back setup for Roddy. Back to Bane. Well done for the Grizzlies. And whoa, won't count. An offensive foul. Oh, an offensive foul will rub out a pretty play for Memphis. Bane will be called for the foul.
Watch the left arm here on the attack mode by the Memphis Grizzlies. Bane going to the basket, but takes a shot as he's delivering one with that left hand. He wanted the call on his face. He extended that left arm first. And they've been able to get really good production from them as they continue to grow and develop. See Zaire Williams, his ability to shoot the 3 on display tonight. Done a nice job coming off the bench. Their leading scorer, the highest paid guy in their history there, Desmond Bain, showing you the inside out. Jackson Jr. can make that 3-ball and rebound, and Aldama continues to be a thorn in Miami's side with his shooting.
Now, this play was reviewed at the timeout. They did not call a foul. Memphis challenged, and you could clearly see that Highsmith hit Desmond Bain, and they have reversed the call. Foul on Highsmith, score for Bain, free throw to Desmond Bain.
You know, it's all about the timing too, E, because he certainly extended that left arm, but he took the shot from Highsmith before he outreached that left arm. Is how the call was reversed.
Desmond Bain, the final pick in the 2020 first round of the NBA draft. 10-point Memphis lead nearly halfway through the third quarter here at the Kaseya Center on a beautiful Miami Sunday night. Lowry, short, rebound to Jaren Jackson Jr. For the cutting Rose by himself. Derrick Rose.
Getting down the floor faster than Miami in transition. Miami's got to do a better job picking up a 12-point lead here for the Grizzlies.
Kevin Love. Oh, he knocks in the three. A couple threes in this quarter for K. Love. 10-point night for him. Dribble handoff to Bain. That's Roddy. And it's Highsmith there for the rebound. Highsmith starting tonight for Jimmy Butler, who has not played yet in the preseason. Neither is Caleb Martin. Jimmy out with dental surgery. Martin sitting it out with tendonitis in his knee. Love sets, fires, and Highsmith on the putback.
Good work by Highsmith. Came up with the offensive board, but then went to the weak side of the rim there, the reverse side, to get the shot up where it wouldn't be blocked. Man, Bain just continues to move. Whether he's scoring outside this time, under the basket, able to catch and finish.
Desmond Bain putting on a show. He's got 23. Bam against Jaren Jackson. Flips him the hook. A 10-point quarter and a 24-point game for Bam, who's 11 for 19. Nice pitch by Rose off the penetration. And going to be a Heat foul here. Derrick Rose, Johnny, looking good at the age of 35, playing on his 7th team, starting his 15th season and his first with the Grizzlies.
Well, that gives you good quality minutes. 4 assists for him. Always been a pretty tenacious defender as well. His game's so predicated on his athleticism, his ability to attack, and particularly off the dribble. And that hasn't continued. He isn't as good at that as he was early in his career, but he's become better at making outside shots. Continued to work on his game to be a threat there. 3-time
All-Star, 3 times in his career, averaged over 20 points per game. Derrick Rose first 7 years with the Bulls, then to the Knicks, the Cavaliers, Minnesota, Detroit, and the last 3 seasons with New York. Well, the Grizzlies knew they wouldn't have Ja Morant for the first 25 games, so they go out and trade for Marcus Smart for Boston and sign Derrick Rose, trying to fortify that spot. Well, Aldama going to go to the free throw line. We got guys waiting to check into the game. Duncan Robinson for Miami, Tillman and Kennard for Memphis. Grizzlies will finish their preseason at Milwaukee on Friday night. They will open their regular season at home against New Orleans on Wednesday the 25th. Grizzlies will play 3 of their first 4 at home, and as we told you early on, last year, best home record in the league, winning 35 of their 41 games in Memphis. Those was the Vancouver Grizzlies at the beginning of the franchise from 1995 through 2001. Duncan on the reverse. Duncan Robinson.
Excellent footwork there, but Better read by the defense, overplaying Duncan, backdoor cut. Bam, able to be the point forward he is, picking it apart with the second assist.
6-point Memphis lead, 4:03 left, third quarter. Kennard. This is Tillman from downtown. And Kevin Love with another rebound. 7 boards tonight for him. Duncan for his specialty. Bam Adebayo with the offensive board, sets up Highsmith. Kaboom. Second trade tonight for the 4th-year forward out of Wheeling College in West Virginia. It's a 3-point game. Aldama got it to Kennard. He'll fire a left-handed 3. And Bam snaps it down. Turning into a very nice performance for Bam. Kevin steps into the 3. Short. Zaire Williams with a rebound. Grizzlies still ahead by 3. Aldama! Oh, thought he was going to finish that with a flush. He was right there to do it. Put it in softly. 15 points for Santi Aldama. Tillman backs off Bam. Big man went to work, got a nice bounce.
Beautiful. Love to see him be aggressive in that post. Going inside with that left hand, little shimmy to shoot it around. Tillman.
12-point quarter for Bam, 26 points on the night. Highsmith reaching over for another foul. That'll be his 4th. And we get a timeout and a break in the action with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and the Grizzlies up by 3. Ellington had a 13-year career as a player in the NBA, spent 2.5 seasons with the Heat from 2016 through 2018, played 139 games for Miami, and remember his 2017-2018 season when he trained 227 triples, earning the nickname the man with the golden arm. He ended his career with the Lakers a few years back, and he fills the one void on the Heat coaching staff when Anthony Carter left to join the Memphis Grizzlies. And John, it's great to see Wayne Ellington back. He always did things the right way as a player, now able to transfer that knowledge back to Heat players.
Yeah, love him as a professional. Really a guy who worked on his craft and became one of the premier 3-point shooters in the league. And Duncan Robinson, I've heard his comments. I'd love to be able to tap into his mind. And Wayne did such a great job, not only working on his stroke, but how to get open, how to get, how to cut and get free. And that's a big part of being able to be a premier shooter in this league, is how to run off screens and set yourself up.
He moves so well without the ball. A 5-point Memphis lead with 2:15 left, third quarter here in Miami. 3rd of 5 preseason games for the Heat. 4th of 5 preseason games for Memphis. Oh, man. Off his own crossover, Hero triples. His 4th tray. He has 26, and we got ourselves a 2-point game.
Gorgeous ball handling there, too. I mean, ripped that crossover right to left to create enough space to shoot that triple.
That's Kenny Lofton Jr. on the miss, but the follow put in by Xavier Tillman.
Yeah, he is a big physical guy, Tillman. Everyone worried about Lofton there on the shot attempt, left the glass open for Tillman.
4-point lead for Memphis with 1:33 left in the third. Thomas Bryant and Cole Swider have both checked in for the Heat. Same for Kane. Jamal Kane, who had a very good first half. Hero, yes. Bottoms up for Tyler Hero, working on a 28-point night. He's made 10 of his 15 shots. Look out, Kenny Lofton Jr. repelled by Kane, but fouled. That's a wide body, and Kenny Lofton Jr., the 2nd-year pro out of Louisiana Tech, who was the G League Rookie of the Year a season ago, and he averaged 20 points and over 10 rebounds a game. I read one article where they list him at 275 for weight. Reportedly, he came to camp at a little over $3 billion.
That is an aggressive offseason there.
That's on the Reed eating plan.
Okay. I mean, it's 6'6", too. That's a big dude. How about first ever player to score 40 points and 10 boards in his first career start last year? His only start.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
That was at Oklahoma City on the 9th of April. He goes 17 for 25 with a 14 rebounds, 6 of them offensive. Whew. A 4-point Memphis lead as Hero goes down the runway. Nice pass for Kane. Kaboom. That's pretty. Jamal Kane, Johnny has spent a lot of time working on that three-point shot. It has showed here in the last 2 preseason games.
Looking more and more confident with it. 7 points here tonight.
Oh, pretty reverse. Zaire Williams. He went 5 for 5 in the third quarter. He's 7 of 8 for the night. 19 points off the bench for that young man. Hero on a runner and on a tip-in. Is there anything he cannot do offensively? Tyler Hero with a 30-point game. We're still in the third quarter. Heat trailing by 1. Kennard with a miss. Good follow rebound by Tillman. There's Williams again. Kenny Lofton Jr. in a pack of Heat players scores off glass. Oh, the big fella puts Memphis up by 3. Kenny Lofton Jr. with 6 quick points. Hero spinning away from Zaire Williams, drawing the foul on Zaire. Zaire had a 10-point game against the Bucks, scored 12 in Atlanta in their last outing. So tonight, his best game of the preseason for Memphis. Oh, bad entry pass by Hero. And then a turnover forced by Robinson as Lofton was out of bounds. 6.5 seconds left, third quarter. Got to be quick. 3 seconds left in the quarter. Hero forces up a 3 and misses. And that will end the third period. Now Miami with a 40-point third quarter.
Tyler Hero asserting himself, showing the athleticism here, tipping in his own miss. To get the little love from Coach Spo on that make, leading his team right now with 30 points. Tyler Hero 11 of 18 from the field.
Back here in Miami as we get set for the fourth quarter. The final preseason game at home will be Wednesday night against the Brooklyn Nets with a healthy and rejuvenated Ben Simmons. Game starts at 7:30 here on Bally Sports, but you could get here yourself. Go to heat.com/tickets and join us here at the Heat's house Wednesday night. He will close the preseason Friday night in Houston, Texas against the much improved Rockets, who are having a very good preseason, by the way. We'll set some preseason perspective for you when we get a chance as we open the fourth quarter. Eric Reed with John Crotty and Kelly Sacco and our Bally Sports crew. Grizzlies open the fourth with a 3-point lead on Miami. Duncan Robinson whistled for his second foul. Now, the story for the Heat, Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, they have collaborated for 56 of the Heat's 98 points. For the Grizzlies, Desmond Bane has 26, and off the bench, Zaire Williams with 19. Here's Kenny Lofton Jr. trying to bulldoze through Hero. Good help from Bryant. Tillman splashes home a 3. Xavier Tillman only tripled 4 times last year in 61 games.
Yeah, big man clearly been working on that shot. He looked comfortable out there on that reversal.
Grizzlies got 15 triples tonight, John, on 38 attempts. That's nearly 40%. They're ahead by 6. Bryant up and under on Tillman for the score. Thomas Bryant looks like he's going to be a good backup center for Bam and Miami this year.
I like his ability to create his own offense, too. I mean, that was very active there with the step-through move going back to his left hand.
Another rebound for Bryant on the Kenny Lofton miss. By the way, into the game for Memphis, a good-looking young point guard, Jacob Gilyard, out of the University of Richmond. Swider missing. Nice rebound for Kane. The pump fake and the basket. Jamal Cain enjoying the last two games for sure. He's got 9 points and 5 rebounds tonight. He's made 4 of his 5 shots. And remember the game he's coming off, a 24-point, 10-rebound game in San Antonio. That's a 3 for Lofton Jr. 9 points for him. 5-point lead for Memphis. Even though the Heat have shot 56%, by far Miami's best shooting game of the preseason. Oh, the screen from Bryant gave Hero his one of his best looks of the night. That was some kind of screen. Dyer Williams, and the rebound to Cain. That's the 40th three-pointer attempted tonight for Memphis. Thomas Bryant working against Tillman. Nice footwork, nice touch.
He has been good. He spun to the baseline previously, this time back to the middle. Gets to the right hand with the jump hook type action there on Tillman.
9:23 remaining in the game as Kennard goes cross court for the Lofton Jr. three. And Hero with a long outlet, Swider on the score. Oh, Tyler looked like Tua. That's a touchdown, Miami, on a Sunday night to cut the Memphis lead to 1.
Excellent awareness here, coming right off the glass. Tyler, quick release, outlet pass. Finding Swider on the move, and Tyler loving that. Giving back to his teammates. Heat closing strong here in the 4th.
Sunday night, a preseason action with just over 9 minutes left. The Grizzlies with a 1-point lead. We're getting a show from Tyler Hero tonight, folks. A 30-point game. He's played really well. So is that guy. Richest contract in Memphis history. Looks like he can live up to it. And the big man battle, John, it's been entertaining. Bam Adebayo against Jaren Jackson Jr. Give Bam the upper hand with 26 points and 4 blocks. Your fourth quarter follow-up by Ocean Bank, member FDIC. But 9 minutes to play, 1-point lead for Memphis. Lofton Jr. guarded by Cole Swider. Nice spin for the score. That man's got some skill.
He really does. For such a big guy, really quick with his feet there, able to get that quick drop step on the baseline and finish.
He's got 11 points off their bench tonight in just 13 minutes. Thomas Bryant working against Xavier Tillman. This is Champagnie in the Bryant. Oh, the double clutch foul going to go on Lofton. I just mentioned the name Justin Champagnie. Wears number 20 for Miami. He's out of the University of Pittsburgh. Last year he played 5 games in the NBA, 3 with Toronto, 2 with Boston. 2 years ago played 36 games with Toronto. Got a twin brother named Julian who he guarded Friday night. Julian plays for the Spurs. Justin Champagnie, 6'6". The guy is a terrific rebounder, averaged 11 rebounds a game as a college sophomore. He had 11 rebounds Friday night for the Heat against San Antonio.
Yeah, it's amazing because he's not incredibly tall. He works extremely hard to get good positioning. He's just 6'6", so does a good job being able to anticipate where the ball's going. Great positional attacker. Then gets on top of the rim whenever he can. 2
more points for Bryant, give him 11. Grizzlies with a 1-point lead, 8:17 to go. Gilliard. This is Roddy. Gilliard fires and hits. They want him to shoot a little bit more. 2-time NCAA steals leader and the NCAA's all-time steals leader. Last year he led the G League with almost 9 assists a game. 4-point Memphis lead. Robinson missing from downtown. Rebound to Kenny Lofton Jr. That's Roddy. That's another 3 for Big David Roddy. Oh, big fella out of Colorado, former Mount West Conference Player of the Year. Got 11 points off their bench. Grizzlies up by 7. Bryant barrels in and uses glass.
Very physical has that ability while he's diving hard to catch with those hands and make a play. Duncan Robinson doing a good job as a facilitator out there on that 2-1 game.
13 points for Bryant, who's in that defensive stance guarding Tillman. And this could be an offensive foul on Memphis, on Kenny Lofton Jr.
And wrapping up Cole Swider there. Kind of had him clamped on a hard roll to the basket. Got the weight advantage there too. He's able to lock up. He is a load to try to move out of that paint.
Look who's playing the point for Miami right now. Jamal Cain, a 6'7" second-year man. Played collegiately at Marquette for 3 years and at Oakland University in Michigan. Pass by Bryant, batted out. Robinson off the pump fake, fires. Kaboom! Keep feeding that man. Missed on his first 3 tries from downtown. That's his first triple of the game. Well, 7 points for Duncan, a 2-point lead for Memphis. With 6:40 to play. Gilliard, yes. Jacob Gilliard. Coming off a 10-assist game in Atlanta a few nights back. He got a couple scores off their bench. 6 points, 4 assists for Gilliard. Duncan. Oh, the reverse off the baseline drive. 5 points in a row for Duncan Robinson. Oh, nice pass. Gilliard gets it back to Roddy. One nice pass deserves another. Shaquille Harrison made the first pass. Gilliard made the second. And Miami will take a timeout with 6:07 to play, and Memphis on top, 120 to 115.
Welcome to yet another season of Miami Heat basketball.
The long wait is over. Everyone rejoice.
Make no mistake, Jax, the best days are game days.
Game number 1. We are delighted to be back with Heat Nation.
Welcome to the show that gets you in the know. This is Heat Live, presented by Xfinity. We have the cast. Everybody's coming through. Happy season to each and every one of you.
36th season of Heat basketball, just 10 nights away from getting started. Heat and Pistons on opening night, 10 nights from the night on the 25th of October. Eric Reed, John Crotty, Kelly Sacco, and the standing crew from Bally Sports and Miami Heat Television. A 120-115 lead for Memphis. Orlando Robinson in the game for the first time tonight. The Heat young center out of Fresno State. Grizzlies have come off the bench with Matthew Hurt, former Duke Blue Devil. Oh, Kane missed inside. Lofton wins the battle on the board. 5:44 left in the game. Lofton Jr. against Orlando Robinson. Good D. Nice rebound for Kane. Champagnie into the corner. Duncan. Kaboom.
Good work by Duncan, getting into the open area. That short corner triple for Duncan. He's 2 of 5 now. He's got 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting overall.
And Duncan Robinson's done his best work late. 8 fourth-quarter points. This is Gilliard. Oh, too high. Pass intended for Shaquille Harrison will give the ball to the Heat with a 2-point Memphis lead.
Great awareness by Duncan, getting into the open area here, finding the corner on the drive and kick. He's got such a quick release. Wherever the ball hit his hands, he lets it go from there. Excellent foul through Duncan Robinson, making an impact on this game off the bench with 12 points.
Duncan comes out. We got Cole Swider, Shake Diallo, Orlando Robinson, Justin Champagnie, and Jamal Cain. Heat down by 2. 4:50 left. Cain for Champagnie. Orlando Robinson puts it in. We're tied at $120. Orlando Robinson, the 6'10" center out of Fresno State, was on a 2-way deal last year as a standard NBA contract this year. Kenny Lofton Jr. squaring up. Backdoor cut. Hurt. Missed it. Heat have not had the lead since back late in the second quarter when it was 51-48. Robinson was fouled on the catch. Matt Hurt, the 6'9" big out of Duke, committed the foul.
Orlando Robinson continues to grow. He continues to develop, doing his work here on the weak side of the backboard, going over the smaller defender. Lofton stationary there. Orlando doing the work, using those long arms to catch and finish.
8 on the shot clock. Kane fakes the 3, comes inside, and a foul. Jamal Kane puts Miami in front with just over 4 minutes left.
Big time finish there. Love this group and the energy they're playing with, whether it's Orlando Robinson or in this case here, Jamal Kane. Robinson pinning the defender, allowing Kane to get all the way to the basket. The weak side defense couldn't rotate up, and Jamal with a N1 opportunity coming off a 24-point game in his last game against San Antonio, building on that.
12.7 rebounds tonight. The Heat have scored 8 unanswered points. They lead it 123 to 120. The jumper is missed. The putback missed. Champagnie with the block on the drive by Michael Mulder, who's been with the Heat a couple times and spent considerable time with the Sioux Falls Skyforce. Mulder in the game wearing number 29 for Memphis. 3:46 to play. Heat with a 3-point lead. First lead of the second half. Oh, the miss by Mulder, an air ball. Shake Diallo with a rebound. See if the Heat can continue this 8-0 run. Robinson. Get that ball. Put that ball in. He'll get a chance to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Love how quick and active Orlando's become. A little more methodical when he came in, and I just love how he's adjusted to the speed. Great strength here. 2 different Grizzlies whacking at him, trying to tie him up. He's able to get the ball up and give it a chance.
Item of the game tonight, a gift from your Miami Heat to you until tomorrow when you spend over $75 at MiamiHeatStore.com or any of our Miami Heat Store locations. You get that cap, the Miami Mashup hat. Take advantage of a great offer while you can. Well, Robinson got 1 out of the 2. It's 9 unanswered points for the Heat and a 4-point lead for Miami with 3:20 to play in the game. Gilliard on the scoop. Rebound, Diallo. This is Champagnie. Oh, yes, and a foul. A scoop, a smile, and a 6-point lead with 11 unanswered points.
Really nice work by this young group. Champagnie playing for an opportunity to make the team, goes right at Lofton, makes the contact, hanging in the air with that right-hand touch finish. Knifing drive to the basket, and 1.
Preseason, the 126 points on 58% shooting and 39% from 3. And John, some of the young guys have played well, like Justin Champagnie, Jamal Kane having his second positive game of the preseason. There has been a lot to like about tonight's preseason game for Miami.
You can see these young guys learning the system, playing to their strengths. Champagnie putting it down on the floor there, using his ability to get to the rim and rebound the basketball, which is what he's good at.
See if he could hold on with Kane, Orlando Robinson, Justin Champagnie, Cole Swider, and Shake Diallo on the floor for Miami. Kenny Lofton Jr. 15-footer, sticks. This kid's got a game, Kenny Lofton Jr.
Really unique player. I mean, when you think about how big he is, he's only 6'6", so he's wide, but he's not super tall, but he's very skilled.
Was not drafted. Oh, that's a throw. Jamal Kane striking from downtown. Kane with 14 points tonight. 6-point lead for Miami. 2:23 left in the game. Excuse me, Champagnie got the alley-oop, and that's a travel.
This is a really nice pass. Champagnie on the move, but how about Jamal Kane spinning and going back door, and they're able to find him over top. Kane now 14 points. He's been so efficient, 6 of 8 from the field. Doesn't get any plays call for him, has to find a way to manufacture offense within the overall framework of the motion offense.
He'd have 6 double-figure scores tonight. Sheikh Diallo missing that jump. It's a 6-point Heat lead, just under 2 minutes left in the game. Gilliard guarded by Swider. The steal from Champagny. Pop that cork. Let it flow. Justin Champagny making some big plays late. The Heat with 130 points. With 1:40 to go, they're ahead by 8. Lofton Jr. coming left, got fouled by Orlando Robinson. There's some things to like for Memphis tonight. I would start that with Desmond Bain, who scored 26 points in 25 minutes. Then Zaire Williams and Kenny Lofton Jr. both playing very well off the bench. And keep in mind, we're not seeing Ja Morant, and we won't for the first 25 games. And not seeing Marcus Smart, who will open the season as their starting point guard. The former Celtic is expected back for Friday night's preseason finale in Milwaukee against the Bucks. They're also without Brandon Clark, who tore his Achilles tendon back in March, so he might still be out a bit. But they got a good group. Meanwhile, on that Memphis bench, old friend Anthony Carter, who began his coaching career as an assistant on the Sioux Falls Skyforce, the G League affiliate of the Heat, back in 2016. AC spent 5 years on Eric Spoelstra's coaching staff after his 13-year playing career, 4 of those seasons in Miami. Johnny was in charge, one of the key guys in player development with the Heat, and Taylor Jenkins said they were looking to improve already a strong area for Memphis. They did their research. They love what they found. And Anthony Carter will miss him, but we're happy for him. He's on the front end of that bench. A nice move upward for Anthony Carter.
Oh, absolutely. To get a chance to be on the front of the bench and try to take some of that development expertise with this super young Memphis team. They have a lot of guys with upside.
Champagny with a rebound. We got a minute left, and the Heat ahead by 6. And this be nice. A Dolphin win Sunday afternoon, a Heat preseason win tonight. We hope it happens. Champagny using glass. 6 points, couple of assists in his 8 minutes. 132 to 124 Miami. A shootout at the Kaseya Center. Hurt. And the rebound to Orlando Robinson. Well, the Heat shooting 57%. Got 6 double-figure scores led by Tyler Hero's 30. Bam had 26 with 4 blocks. Foul before. Offensive foul. And that is on Orlando Robinson. Well, the 11-0 run broke this game open. The Heat were trailing in the game by 5 at the 6:07 mark, and that's when they put together that 11-0 run to take the game over. Very similar to the Charlotte win here on Tuesday. Sheikh Diallo with a rebound. But the Heat will go to 2-1 in the preseason. The Grizzlies will drop to 2-2. Grizzlies will close their preseason in Milwaukee on Friday. The Heat continue their preseason Wednesday night at home against the Brooklyn Nets. But, John, 2 preseason games at home and a couple of fourth-quarter comeback victories.
Yeah, nice to see the young guys get a chance to be highlighted and featured and make the plays, too, down the stretch. Great run by Miami to pull ahead. Jamal Cain getting some quality minutes and scores here at the end. Champagny, Orlando Robinson doing what they have to here to get a win here at home.
Miami closes the game last 6 minutes and 7 seconds with a 17-4 run. Here's AC, Anthony Carter, his son Devin, an outstanding junior for the Providence College Friars up in New England. Well, the Heat win at 132-124. John Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, they get the headlines. They did the heavy lifting through the first 3 quarters of this game.
No, they did, and I really like how sharp they look right now. Tyler Hero and Bam, to me, just look to be in outstanding shape. Their game's almost in mid-season form. Tyler looks stronger. His shooting, you know, even tighter in terms of his form, his execution. I love to see these 2 guys right here yucking it up. Anthony Carter, former player, had a chance to play against him a lot in my career. Tough, hard-nosed guy, great ball handler. And Eric Spoelstra continues to develop guys who move on to other teams and make their impact there.
Let's get to the nuts and bolts of the roster.